Chair recognizes Mr. Bachus for 3 minutes.
I thank the chairman. It's not normally my tendency to be overly critical, but I'm going to make an exception in this case. I think surely everyone now recognizes that the credit rating agencies have failed, and failed spectacularly and broadly. Inaccurate rating agency risk assessments are one of the fundamental factors, in my opinion, in the global financial crisis. And effective correction action must address these shortcomings. As Mr. Ackerman alluded to, the rating agencies say that these assessments or ratings are opinions, predictive opinions. And I think from a legal standpoint that's true. But in the real world, that's not reality. The SEC Special Examination report of the 3 major credit rating agencies uncovered significant weaknesses in their rating practices for mortgage-backed securities, and also called into question the impartiality of their ratings. As the SEC report detailed, the rating agencies failed to accurately rate the creditworthiness of many structured financial products. Investors and the government both over-relied on these inaccurate ratings, which undoubtedly contributed to the dramatic collapse of the U.S. and its financial market, or near collapse. In order to avoid future meltdowns, we must return to a time where the rating agencies are not deemed a valid substitute for thorough investor due diligence. My own view is that while the SEC report did not address municipal securities, the rating agency practices were also significant factors in the problems that plague municipal issuers. The federal government must also share the blame for fostering over-reliance on rating agencies. The Federal Reserve's recent designation of certain credit rating agencies as major nationally recognized statistically rating organization implies a government stamp of approval that does not exist. It's what we have is what I would call, and others have called, a government-sanctioned duopoly. I think that's a mistake. As we move forward with regulatory reform proposals, the committee should consider removing from federal laws, regulations, and programs all references that require reliance on ratings. The SEC also should take action to remove similar references in its own rules as quickly as possible. At a minimum, the committee should consider changing NRSROs from nationally recognized to nationally registered statistically rating organizations to further reduce the appearance of government support or approval. As Mr. Garrett said, I think credit swap derivatives credit default swaps have been an accurate predictor of credit risk, and more so than credit ratings. And the credit ratings have become almost well, I won't go into all that, but what I would say, this should give us caution in discouraging the use of credit default swaps. And it's critical that this committee doesn't restrict the use of these CDS contracts in the marketplace as we consider broader regulatory reform. Let me close by saying, to say what has occurred in the marketplace since 2006 has been volatile and frightening is an understatement. Correcting the inadequacies of the credit rating process is absolutely essential to restoring investor confidence. There must be further changes in the current rating system to respond to very serious concerns expressed by investors, market participants, and policymakers alike. I look forward to hearing from the witnesses concerning these matters. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr.